So our second game of the 24-hour period today is ScandieAndy versus Vendor. ScandieAndy in yellow, Vendor in white. Evans to Campbell. To Kennedy. Origi. Pogba has it. To Brady. Evans intercepts. Diouf for Vendor. So Vendor, the team shape has changed dramatically. More on that in a minute. Anya to Redmond. To Kennedy. Out wide to Diouf. Finds Campbell. To Kennedy. Lovely ball to Redmond. Redmond crosses it. Diouf. 1-0 to Vendor. Yeah, new team shape today. Arrowhead formation in attack. Sensationally, Yaya Toure has been dropped. Also out a key Zabaleta, who's injured, and Perez coming in, and Fellaini, Campbell, Doyley at right back, and Kennedy. Prior to the match, I did think that Vendor would just be too light in central midfield. They're asking Fellaini, number 7, to do far too much. Pogba booking, but so far seems to be working fine. Brady gets booked. He's back in today, replacing Pocagnoli. He's moved to left midfield, and Danny Rose goes back to left fullback. Sagna. Fellaini to Kennedy. One of the two men behind the striker. Shawcross to Sagna. Hits it long. Evans has it. Kennedy. Yes, the Vendor formation is vaguely reminiscent of the Tiny Makoto one, except instead of having one man behind two strikers, he has two men behind one striker. And I think they've suffered somewhat from the lack of presence in central midfield. I did think Vendor might have the same issue. Fine so far though. And the other thing, of course, is dropping Yaya Toure. Anya throw-in for Vendor. Oh, that's loose. Diouf. Caballero tips it round the post. Campbell corner. Out by Paul Pogba. It's another corner. And this is the last time I have to remind you that for Eligelis read Vendor. For future matches it will be fixed in the commentary. Shawcross. To Kennedy. Fellaini. Back to Van Dijk. Not being asked to do a man marking job on anyone this week. Evans. Pogba to Odemwingie. Milner. Scandie breaking. Evans has it. Doyley. Replacement right back for Zabaleta, who's injured. Not very experienced, but they don't have a lot of other options really. Fellaini. Diouf. To Kennedy. To Doyley. Back to Diouf. Over the bar. So Diouf is playing a slightly more conservative role than his counterpart on the left wing, Redmond. They're just seeing how it goes for now. Redmond to Kennedy. Good ball to Origi. Over the bar. Now I must say this system does seem to give Campbell and Kennedy in behind the striker quite a lot of good possession, good room on the ball. Anya to Fellaini, who's doing the holding role. Kennedy to Redmond. Still Redmond. Caballero tips it round. Rose clears it. Throw in. Doyley takes it. Rose heads clear, only as far as Doyley. Diouf. Kennedy. Redmond. Key tackle there. Could have been a second. Caballero has it. Yeah, at half time, ScandieAndy really aren't offering much. It's very much all Vendor, I would say. Doyley. Kennedy. Origi. To Diouf, who's pushing on more in the second half and is playing slightly wider too. Kennedy. to Fellaini. Anya at left back. Still Anya. Still going. Finds Origi. To Anya. To Campbell. Lovely ball in. Oh! Great side by Caballero from Origi. So I can't remember if I said, last time these teams met, Venda won 1-0. Campbell corner. That's out. Neither doing sensationally so far. ScandieAndy on 3 points. Venda on 5 points. Doyley with throw-in. Kennedy. To Doyley. Pogba, good tackle. Finds Odemwingie. Sigurdsson. Over the top, Evans has that. He's made a couple of good interceptions today. He's also the captain today with Toure out of the team. Campbell. Kennedy. It's Fellaini. Campbell. Anya at left back. Finds Redmond. Kennedy. To Anya. So no one's really picking up Kennedy and Campbell. They don't quite know what to do with them. Fellaini. Kennedy. Shoots well wide. Yeah, Kennedy's finishing. Not the greatest really. We've seen that a lot of times. Evans. To Kennedy. Everyone stands off him. Origi. Pogba, dubious tackle that one. He's got to be careful. Referee's calling him over. Booked already. And he's off. Scandie already 1 down. Paul Pogba sent off. And it's a booking for Fellaini for Venda. So Milner has moved to central midfield for ScandieAndy and is doing a holding role. Milner has it. To Sigurdsson. To Sanya. Odemwingie has moved to the right wing. Sigurdsson. Oh, Brady's through. Good tackle. Sigurdsson corner. Evans out. Odemwingie. Forster has it. Anya. Kennedy to Evans. Diouf. Origi. To Doyley. Did well. Finds Origi. Kennedy. Over the bar. Yeah, they need to do something about Kennedy and Campbell. They're just not picking them up at all. Booking for Johnny Evans for Venda. And that's a yellow card for James Milner for ScandieAndy. Remember, bookings don't carry over. No suspensions. Redmond. Campbell. And that's over. Punchin comes on for Jack Grealish and Toure replaces Fellaini. Iwobi replaces Odemwingie for ScandieAndy and Flamini replaces Diouf for Venda. Evans. Oh, he's got to be careful as well. Is this going to... What's going to happen here? He's off as well. So 2 sendings off, 1 each. And yeah, Venda have got 5 minutes to hang on to the 1-goal lead. Johnny Evans off. And that's booking for Anya for Venda as well. Shawcross to Punchin. On sub. Right. Iwobi. Spilt. Yaya Toure clears. Some question about penalty there. Danny Rose most insistent. And 2 minutes of injury time to come. Sanya. Sigurdsson. Van Dijk to Kennedy. To Origi. Still Origi. Beats Milner. Heads to the corner. Back to Anya. Milner did, Regi did really well there. Anya. Can they get a second? Tackled. Punching. For ScandieAndy. Still Punching's done really well. Cross comes in. Iwobi over the bar. Yeah, so before the match, all the talking points were about Toure being dropped to Venda. After the match, I think all the talking points are going to be this new formation with 2 men just behind the striker, because on today's performance, it's looked pretty effective. Forster. Danny Rose heads clear. Flamini beats Brady to the ball. Rose with a throw-in to Milner. Sigurdsson. Campbell. That's out. Rose with a throw-in. Brady. To Rose. Yeah, that's easy for Forster. Sanya clears. Sigurdsson. Punching. Looks for Iwobi. It's going to drop to Brady. No, Flamini's in there. Flamini filling in at right back at the moment. Campbell out. And that's ScandieAndy 0, Venda 1. And yeah, is Toure going to get back in the team?